Good morning, everybody. It is April 19th, 2024. Uh, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. We weren't on yesterday. Like I said, we're still, a little sick in the house, trying to get a little better. So, um, a little hit and miss. I didn't have time to do any prep or anything like that. But welcome. Hope everyone has a fantastic Friday, enjoying their day. Let's get started. Today is going to be Ask Joe section is going to be Ask Joe types of electricians. I get asked this question all the time. Hey, who should I hire, or what type of electrician should I bring in my house, or what type of electrician should I be searching for, or what type of electricians are there? You know, because there's many different types of electricians. So this is to help you figure out, the types of electricians and who you should be hiring or calling when you have a situation or a particular stressful moment at your house dealing with electricity. So, all right, first of all, let's get started with today's quote of the day. The bitterness of poor quality remains long after the sweetness of low price is forgotten. Benjamin Franklin. So, don't forget that when you bring someone into your house to do a project, you have to live with that project for the rest of the time that you're there. So remember that when investing into your house, make sure you're making the right decisions, and I'm here to help you get those decisions made. So first of all, let's get with let's do the traffic. So you guys that are watching this and still have to get your day started. So we'll start off in Palm Beach County, our service area. So traffic in Palm Beach County, it looks pretty good. No major delays, nothing more than usual. We'll start from Pompano because that's where our head project manager starts from. So he better be watching, but probably not. Go up 95, nothing major. Looks like you're gonna have some backup on Jog Road by Hypoluxo. A little bit of slowdown on Military in Hypoluxo. All right, and normal traffic. Looks like there's slow traffic on Martin Luther King, but that's not a 95 exit. So for the most part, traffic is good. Let's check Brevard County. Looks like traffic for me isn't that bad, or for those of us in Brevard County. 192 getting on 95, a little slowdown. A lot of Palm Bay Village, cool. Okay, so there's that. Let's look at weather. Weather forecast for West Palm Beach. Today is high of 88, low of 65, mostly sunny, 5% chance of rain. Looks like there's nothing in the clouds. So, all right. So today, types of electricians. We're just going to leave this screen up here. All right. So here are the here's your types of electricians. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Let's just zoom in here. Okay, you got your wife's cousin Eddie. Okay, he worked for an electrician when he got out of high school for a couple of weeks, and swears he can add an outlet or do any electrical work you need. Now, supporting your wife's cousin Eddie might be important to keep the household dynamics in, but you got to remember, when you bring people into your house that aren't professionals, you're responsible for them getting hurt, them doing any damage, or them not being able to do it properly, right? So be careful if you're bringing somebody in that isn't a professional. And by professional, we mean has the right paperwork, has the right insurances, has the right workers' comp insurances, has the liability insurances. Just because let's just say you hire your wife's cousin, Eddie, okay? And he says, you got to buy the material. I promise you that cousin Eddie is not going to have a knowledge of what's needed for that project in an efficient manner to save you any money. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, if you want to hire cousin Eddie, that's fine. I've used my family in the past. My brother-in-law is the best AC mechanic on this side of the Mississippi. So I've used him before. Now I just got to understand that any mistakes or anything that goes on, I'm responsible for. All right? So the handyman, let's go to the type 2 electricians you want to use, call for your hat. In the state of Florida, a handyman, okay, can perform minor repairs on existing electrical fixtures. This might include replacing bulbs, replacing with loose wall switches and sockets, or replacing damaged light fixtures with new ones of the same rating and type. That's it. If a handyman is adding wire, switching breakers, adding breakers, or extending on to an electrical circuit, he is technically, or she is technically, not qualified or licensed or allowed legally to do that work. So keep that in mind. And now, yes, handyman are licensed. They are insured. You got to make sure they have workers' comp. And if they're workers' comp exempt, your homeowner's insurance might be responsible for anybody they bring on or themselves getting injured. So keep that in mind. But I am all for handymans helping us out. But when it comes to, now also too, if they get into any situations that they might not be able to fully understand, I've seen instances where handyman can get a little crazy with their electrical work. Okay, but at least they're licensed, or at least they have insurance. So if there's, some sort of umbrella liability that might help you out. Okay, so I'm not against handyman doing electrical work if they're staying within their scope. They can be great, they can be quick, they can be more readily available. All right, now, here's a type of electricians, a licensed electrician. So, a licensed electrician in the state of Florida means that there's somebody that works for a company that has passed the testing requirements and the background requirements of the state that proves that they're qualified to do the electrical work. There's different types of electrical licenses. There's ECs, which is any kind of electrical work, and there's registered electrical contractors, which can only work in certain counties. ECs can work throughout the state. And then there's residential licenses, and then there are commercial licenses. But the term license refers to an electrician who has met the required standards and qualifications set by local or national regulatory bodies practicing work legally. The requirements to become licensed electricians usually include completing specific educational and training programs, passing an exam, and fulfilling experienced hours. So that's just what it means to be licensed. So if someone says, yeah, I'm licensed, they should have a number from the state or county that is directly correlated to the type of work that they do. It'll be an EC license or a RC license. Okay, now that's different from a handyman license or a occupational license you get from the county. All right. Now the fourth type is the emergency electrician. Emergency electrician is specialized in providing rapid response for urgent electric issues that pose immediate risk or cause significant inconvenience if not addressed promptly. This might include power outages, electrical faults that could lead to fire hazards, and restoring electrical equipment that is essential for home and operations. Emergency electricians are typically available 24/7 and are ready to handle unexpected electrical problems at any time. Your emergency electricians, they might be a little more expensive because they're going to come out immediately. They're going to be more well qualified, and they're going to have a vast knowledge of emergency situations like power outages or electrical faults dealing with your service, things of that nature. And then type 5 is going to be your service electricians. That's just your overall electrician. Um, that's going to deal with, service or repairs or additions that you want to do at your house. Um, that's not to say emergency electricians couldn't do this, but emergency electricians might be a little more expensive. So if you were going to hire someone to add a generator plug at your house, you might want to go with, a service electrician that could come out, give you a good quote, and has the experience to do it, can pull the permit, knows all the ins and outs of the county or the local municipality. They're, like I said, they're local. You can get smaller companies and things like that. Um, all right, thank you. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Quick one. I gotta get my butt off to work, and but I wanted to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to help. I want to let you know it's a good thing to help out your wife's cousin Eddie, but make sure they're qualified. Have them, like sweep the garage or help you. I don't know what cousin Eddie should be doing. We're gonna find a job for cousin Eddie down the line. But all right, everybody, I want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you, and have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. If you have any questions, if you want to ask Joe, if you want to ask me, I don't know why I'm talking in the third person. I don't know. If you want to ask me questions about anything electrical or residential building here in the state of Florida, give me a shout. And if I don't have the answer, we'll get someone on here that does. We have a vast network of contractors and code officials from the state, and we love to hear your questions and get them answered. You DIYers and you homeowners. All right.